The following is a presentation of TFNN. Live at TFNN, the Money Masters. And now, your Money Masters, Tom O'Brien and Steve Rhodes.
Welcome, folks. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We do appreciate you being with us. Market-wise, let's take a look at it. You get the Dow up 230, NASDAQ up 54, S&P's up 25. You get gold flat, silver's up 70 cents, bonds are down 1.5. And my king dollar, someone tried to shoot it. Well, they did shoot it, but it's coming back. It's going to be interesting watching this baby play out, no doubt.
I heard there was a sighting of King Dollar. It's in.
It was a sighting,
I think it's
right.
in Memphis. I think it's hanging out with Elvis.
Elvis. No.
Yeah, I think you're going to start hearing. King Dollar. Somebody saw it just a little while ago.
I'm telling you, man. You talk about a trip and a half. There's no doubt about it. And I heard what you were saying a little bit earlier on your show. It's like, okay, so the Europeans, the bailout's on,
yeah,
no doubt, and the bailout in itself, and this is where the bailout in itself. So they're taking a 50% haircut, but the 50% haircut, bottom line is not enough anyway.
Yeah,
because what happens, folks, is that they can't even pay their operating costs. So bottom line, Europe goes up. Gap opened dramatically.
Yes.
The NASDAQ, to me, is still the number, and the NASDAQ can't hold it.
Right.
And let me tell you something. With the NASDAQ not holding it right now, that is a huge deal. The reason being is that the DAX is up 5%.
Yes.
The Cat Crow's up 5%. And if the DAX doesn't hold it, that is screaming. I mean, if the NASDAQ 100 doesn't hold it, that is screaming that, they're just sucking the money in. They're going to take it, and they're going to flush it right down the toilet again.
Yeah, look, it'll be very interesting. I haven't really paid attention to the volume this morning, in that first 30 minutes. But look, it come this afternoon, it'll be important to see what kind of volume, is actually behind the move here.
Right, right.
And,
no doubt.
But you take a look at what's popping. You got price lines up 368. Google's up 2%. No big deal there. Win's up 6%, but that I haven't taken a look at the volume behind that. So it's like, where are the leaders?
Well, if we look at the NASDAQ, so the NASDAQ right now, folks, at 2703.59. 2703.07 keeps you in the range,
right?
And that's problematic, So we'll see where this shakes out. The thing that is amazing is that we're not up. So watch percentage-wise.
Sure.
Percentage-wise, if this is real,
yeah,
what should happen is that we should be up about 500 points,
Yeah. Oh, no question.
By the end of today. That's how this works, folks, okay? So,
well, we get King Dollar down to 75.03. Well, another 30 ticks. We'll be up another. We'll be up.
Oh yeah,
won't be 500 points.
The correlation.
We'll be up.
The correlation is direct. There's no doubt about it. If we bring it, let's see. Let me just look at this. What I do like about it, where the King Dollar is right now, is that the first acceleration down. Okay, so the first. Let me bring this back a little bit.
Yeah.
Because
you're looking at a 10-minute.
I'm looking at a 10-minute.
Yeah.
And what you had is this. Okay. We had the first sign of strength, the 25th at 0900.
Right.
When they broke it this morning, folks, they were breaking it on nothing.
Exactly.
Okay?
Which I was looking at that.
No,
saying,
exactly.
What the heck?
No, exactly. And what you just had now is that your first downdraft had some juice in it, but your updraft now just had big volume on the way up. So we'll see whether it can struggle and make its way all the way back up.
Yeah.
We get action. And the action, of course, at this open is pretty intense, man.
It is. It was helpful to me to just and we covered this. I covered this with subscribers, yesterday, because I do like taking a look at the markets both from the bullish side and the bearish side.
Yes.
It's that way. I'm really trying to understand. Well, what would make me go from bearish to bullish in the marketplace?
Right.
And that one area, and one of the things we talked about last night. And I just simply shared that this morning was we've got to get up over that March 16th area. We've got to get up over the neckline. We've got to get up over the 1.272 area, and and that's going to be tough.
No, listen,
Not that it can't be done. But when we've done that, then I'll say, okay, then what we've had going on for this multi-month consolidation, going sideways,
right.
We'll say, okay, we put in an important low on October 4th. But I'm still not in that camp because I haven't seen that take place. And,
listen.
And the Qs are saying, and the Index 100 is not responding. Look, if the Qs did, start coming in here, then you'd start to see a huge up move.
And you'd have to get out of the way.
Absolutely.
No.
But so far they haven't.
No doubt about that.
Yeah.
And as we're speaking here, they're actually getting weaker. So they must know that we're on. Oh man, this is sick. What a sick scene. I'm telling you, man.
No.
Yeah, I'm getting all those charts up for you right now, folks.
No problem. So while you're doing that, so let's just go take a look at gold here real quickly, because I've got my charts up, and let me get to a daily. And on gold, we were taking a look at this thing possibly getting into. Let's see here, where's gold? Gold still only at 1724. Yeah, let me get that to a daily chart here. I think there's a Gartley sell pattern that's in play.
I was watching it. Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
We're not there yet.
No, it depends when you want to swing it off.
Well, I think get up to about the 1775 area. Would be a nice setup.
No, it would be great. And it hit 1731. You get 72,000 contracts right now, folks. That's 72,000 going against 354. So the setup is there, to turn around and...
because your ABC on this pattern would take you to 1767, the 0.618 retracement to 1775.
Right.
And, that's only another $50.
That's nothing for gold.
Right?
Yeah, that's nothing. Right.
Absolutely nothing.
No doubt about it.
And so... yesterday we were taking, but of course it's losing volume on the way up here.
Right.
So, whether it will really get there or not, now that Europe has been fixed.
The NASDAQ's done. I'm going back to the NASDAQ for a second. The NASDAQ's done. No two ways about it. So check this out, folks. You've had a couple of the high flyers go, right? Look at this, what I got up right now. BMC Software, right?
Yeah.
It's a monster ABC down. You built cause. And if you want to see something, folks... And this is just like the market, too. So check this out. This goes all the way back to August 8th.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
If you put the channel lines up on both sides, you're going to see you got up to the high. Now, check this out, man. So you're at 37 at the lows, right?
Yep.
You get up to 42
with
no
nothing,
juice.
Nothing.
You come back down with volume.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Saves itself.
Yeah.
Right? Gets back up to 39 and then
with
blows
nothing.
out.
With absolutely nothing.
And now what you have, folks, is that the 8 point on this is 56. The B is 40, 16 bucks, 42, 32, 25. It puts it in. Let me see where Amazon is right now. See, it's going to be the big dogs. Amazon's not bad. It's going to be the big dogs that take this baby down. But Amazon, let me see.
When you say it's not bad.
No, what I mean...
What do you mean by that?
Well, no, meaning that...
That volume from yesterday, holy... It's busted through the B point.
So,
our swing point.
Right, so check this out. So Citrix today is the...
That's right.
#1 stock in the NDX 100.
That's right.
If you take a look at it, bottom line, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
If you owned it, you'd be elated.
Yeah, it's up 20%.
If you own this, folks, sell the heck out of it. The reason being is that it's going into the downdraft that was out there from June 17th, right into that big number. So, this is going to be the volatility. No doubt is going to continue. And bonds. Let's go to bonds for a second because all you have to do is wait 20 minutes in this market. Okay, so bonds right now, 30-year bond, we have 170,000 contracts. That baby's coming against 461. If that holds true, that's saying the game is still on here. I know it sounds insane, but bottom line, that's how it's set up.
No, hey, look,
that's how it's set up.
The 30-year bond has got a real nice, Gartley buy. That's set up right at 137. It's right where it's at. All it's done is coming back to that same area.
Look at that.
That
is pretty.
Yeah. It's a, until that area gets broken. Look, if that area gets broken, then the markets are going to, really go to the moon.
Right.
And bonds will pull back, much further.
Right. No doubt.
But, right now you still have, all it's doing, it's just testing.
Yeah. No. I'm with you. I'm with you. And
so what we're basically saying, there still is not the conviction behind this move.
No.
When we take a look at some of the other patterns, which is. Most people wouldn't believe that, but if you just simply come back to the patterns and take a look at
that's
it,
right.
You're like, well, okay, hold on a minute here.
And it hasn't. Let's go. I want to look at the Dow because the top line number in the Dow, that's what gets people, no doubt.
Yeah.
And so the top line number in the Dow, you're up 237. You're going into 1206, and the lows there are 212, 296. That's interesting. Okay, so we'll see what that can do. Inside the Dow, what you have, let's see which moving that. So inside the Dow, you get Caterpillar, IBM, 3M, United Technologies. Well, every one of them. There's not one Dow stock. Did you see the board this morning in Europe?
I didn't.
Okay.
I was. Yeah.
Folks, this was pretty intense. The board in Europe. So picture, the board in Europe.
Yeah.
Out of 600 stocks,
yes.
How many do you think were down? Out of 600 stocks.
Well, you would assume that with it being up 5%, there would be nothing down.
There were 4.
Right. Were there? Okay.
4 out of 600.
Yeah.
Pretty insane.
Yeah, which, when you take a look at how the markets have closed worldwide, I wouldn't expect our markets to sell off.
No. I mean,
that I'm not betting on that, folks.
Right,
okay.
Right.
But I am saying that we're up against these important resistance areas, and once the euphoria settles, and until we break through those areas,
right.
I wouldn't be jumping on this train either.
Well, what's funny is that you get one of the tigers, and they're saying money managers sitting on cash have to be worrying right now. Don't believe for a second, folks, okay? This is hilarious that these money managers come on all the time and say they're sitting on cash. They're not sitting on cash. They're so scared, they get their fingers crossed, their toes crossed, okay? They don't sit on cash. That to me, is the biggest joke in the world. If you actually look at it, right? And I say, when I'm talking about looking at it, this is the easiest way you can do it, folks, okay? When I bring up the Bloomberg, right?
Yes.
When I bring up those funds,
yes.
It says right in it what they're doing. What I've done specifically is I've listened to a money manager on, right?
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
I've done it.
Oh,
I've listened to him.
Cool.
He'll be on the CNBC. No, I'm sitting on cash, right? I come back, I go pull up his fund, and I look at it. Oh, you're sitting on cash. Oh, you have a percent in cash.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a nice liar, flat out. And it's hilarious.
I love that.
It is. Oh, it's absolutely amazing. It blows my mind. You know what blows my mind is that the saying it, most of these people should understand that the professionals can pull it up in 1 second.
Yeah.
I mean, it's made for that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If I was actually running a fund,
right.
Well, you know how this works. What you can do with these folks, it gets even better. You can tie in all the funds, right? Real time.
Yes, that's right.
End of the day to see what they're sitting on. Okay,
that's right.
When you hear that, it's not real, folks. It's absolutely not real. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. You stay right there. We're coming back. We have the Dow up 239, Nasdaq up 58, S&P's up 28. We'll be right back.
X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Is the fast-moving investment world challenging the way you think about managing risk and return? You don't have to go it alone. Directions Alternative Strategy Funds feature built-in tactical management to help you find clarity for the path ahead. Direction Funds, I'm with X. To learn more about Directions Alternative Strategy Funds, please visit TFNN.com and click on the Direction Funds banner or call 877-434-9363. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Funds carefully before investing. The prospectus contains this and other information about Direction Funds. The prospectus should be read carefully before investing. To obtain a prospectus, go to directionfunds.com. Investing in index funds may be more volatile than investing in broadly diversified funds. The use of leverage by a mutual fund increases the risk to the fund. The more a fund invests in leverage instruments, the more leverage will magnify gains or losses on those investments. Distributed by Rafferty Capital Markets, LLC. For some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. Now is the time for Tiger Dollars. Purchase $250 or more before October 31st and receive a 30% match. Go to the front page of TFNN.com and get your Tiger Dollars today.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow up 227, NASDAQ up 55, S&P's up 26. And gold, man, gold is, you talk about, the market's volatile, but this gold, folks, has been up, down, and all over.
$5 right now.
Yeah,
with a big move in the dollar on the way down.
Right. No, absolutely. Let's go to Terry in Miami. Hey, Terry, what's going on?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you. Thank you, Tom, and thank you, Steve.
Sure, thanks for being out there, man.
Yeah.
Good morning to you. I'd like to find out something. I trade the IWM.
Okay, he trades the Russell 2000, yes.
Yeah, looking at it on a daily chart, yesterday I think I'm seeing a hanging man there. But then I cannot explain the price action today, because is that an exhaustion gap there? Or?
Well, it wouldn't be. What happens with so the question is, the first question I believe is that an exhaustion gap? It wouldn't be the actual definition of an exhaustion gap. The reason being is that when you get, well, at least my definition of an exhaustion gap is that you get 2 or 3 gaps before an exhaustion gap, and then boom.
Well, there are 2 gaps before. One was filled yesterday.
Oh, interesting. I see what you're saying. That's cool, man. Okay, I see what he's saying. Now, this is interesting. Okay, so you could say that, okay, because this is what it is. An exhaustion gap, you do have 2 gaps before it, and then the exhaustion gap has to be more than twice the size of the gap, and this is absolutely more than twice the size of the gap. There's no 2 ways about that. I think as long as I wouldn't be buying this, I'd be selling it. Do you know what I mean? What it's done is this. It's come into the 188 million day. It hasn't been able to handle that right now. You know, it's early in the day. But the more that I keep looking at the cues, it looks to me that before Steve and I actually get off the air, well, actually, Steve's coming on, before our show is over, I believe you're going to see the cues negative, which is just a mind blower, okay? It's, you know, and if that comes down, let me tell you something, folks, okay? You see the cues go flat, big money is going to sell this market like you've never seen. And it's going to blow people's mind. It'll probably just end, the NASDAQ will end up flat again. But if the NASDAQ is flat, that's going to be insane.
Yeah. Now, one of the things, Terry, that the IWM did that Tom likes is when you've got a gap up to a Fibonacci number.
Yeah.
In this case here, it gapped up to the 618 of the move down from July 22nd. I mean, gapped up right, you know, almost right to the number. It's 75.03. And where it actually opened was at 75.29. That's close enough for us in our work, and so you know it also gapped right up to that area. But we'll see how this market goes.
Also, the bar from yesterday, is that a hanging man?
That is a hanging man. Okay, this is a dynamite question, folks, and this happens inside candlestick charting and council charting, and it gets confusing, you know, at certain points. And the symbol yesterday is absolutely a hanging man. Because what happens is this, is that if you thought it was a hammer, meaning you come back down, hammers only are after large downtrends.
That's
hanging mans are after large uptrends. And
right.
yes, it is a hanging man.
Okay. All right.
Cooking, brother.
Okay.
Thanks for the call, Terry.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. We go over to those cues again. This is, oh yeah, I want to look inside the NDX. This is, I'll tell you, man, this blows my mind. I've had a lot of markets blow my mind, but this one is a good one. Particularly, folks, because the Europe is up so dramatically. You know, normally we should be up. I mean, the NASDAQ should be up. They shouldn't be selling at all. There should be zero selling. This should be one of these high trending days.
Yeah.
And right now it is not. If we go look at, let's go look at Akamai. So Akamai is the second largest stock. Now look at this. Okay, so if you remember last week, what Steve and I were doing is that we were going inside the NDX 100, see who was the strongest stock. Well, the strongest stock last week, folks, was First Solar.
That's right.
Dead cat bounce. You go to Akamai this morning. All Akamai's done is Akamai, by the way, folks, is an equity that has gone down from $55 to $27. Four different gaps on the way down. All Akamai did this morning is got into the gap, failed the gap, and is going to give it up. Let's go to the third stock inside the NDX 100. That's up 10%, and it's in the same area, man. Let's go to the fourth one. This is pretty crazy. O'Reilly Automotive.
Yeah, what's there?
That's up 5%, and that's a gap away, but that doesn't have it either. Man, this is crazy. Okay, we get action. Okay, we got how many more minutes? We got a half hour for the cues to go flat. This is Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien, and yes, this is absolutely NDX radio, folks. We have the
NDX, I love it.
We have the Dow up 210, Nasdaq's up 48, S&P's up 23. You got gold up 570. Bonds are down a point, and King Dollar, I think is going to get on the move here. We're going to
This
right
is
back.
Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading the gold market. If you're an investor in gold or any of the gold mining equities, this newsletter is an essential tool that can help you become a better trader in the gold market. The Gold Report comes out every Monday with complete coverage of the entire gold market, including the XAU, HUI, the dollar, the bond, the rand, more than 40 different mining equities, as well as some of the most popular precious metal ETFs, including the GDX and the SLV. For as low as $75 per month, you can gain access to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report that will help you take advantage of investment opportunities at the current historic gold price levels. To order your Gold Report today with a free 30-day trial subscription, log on to tfnn.com or call our office directly at 877-518-9190.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, author of Mastering Probabilities, a daily investment and trading newsletter, and teacher of the money game. Studies show that 3 out of 5 people are afraid for their life in trading these markets, and the number one reason given is fear of loss. Look, fear stands for false evidence appearing real, and the money game proves it. Lesson number 1, don't risk more than 1% of your trading capital on any trade. Why, you ask? Because 35 trades in a row where you risk 50 cents and make $1 are all you need to double your trading capital, versus the 230 losing trades in a row you would need to bring your balance to $100. Let me teach you more about the money game risk-free for 30 days. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and click on my name, Steve Rhodes, for your 30-day risk-free trial. You were born to be a money master, and I'll teach you how.
This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow up to 13, Nasdaq up 45, S&P's up 23. And one of the culprits out here, folks, inside the NDX, of course, is Apple. And there's no doubt this has been a gift for the large holdings, who's ever dumping Apple. What ends up happening at Apple gets right into the downdraft that was created last week.
Just above it, you know.
Isn't that sick?
Just above
and they sell it right off.
Yeah.
Right at that particular point. And so Apple gets into 409, trading at 402. Staying in the lower range, you know, we'll see what kind of juice that continues. But of course, that what it did. Now this is where it's going to be crucial with Apple. So when Apple had gapped away this morning, it closed yesterday at 400. Gaps up this morning to 409. First leg down, closing the gap. Now it's game on. What I mean by game on is that, okay, what kind of counter trend bounce you're going to have? We setting an ABC down, up? What exactly are we setting up at this particular point?
Well, look, the last time, you know, what it's still got out there, it's got that island reversal pattern. And the last time Apple did that was February of 2011.
Okay.
And, you know, it took all the way until July. So it took, 5 months before it finally got all the way back up to that high. It came back up there once and tested it, you know, but continued to move sideways and continued to make lower lows.
Right.
And you know, you've got to respect that.
Yeah, no,
especially today's action, right? In today's action, you know, when you start seeing, you know, the world markets being up 5% on average, you see our big gap up, and the question is, where are the leaders? Are the new leaders coming in? Well, the problem here on the Qs is Apple's waiting inside there, is still the lead dog.
Oh, big time. And
it'll be the lead dog for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And the waiting inside there.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
When you actually set this deal up, the Qs right now are at 58.06. And that means that they're not only inside the range, but they're inside the range of last week. Now, the Q's getting into 57.35, which
totally inside.
which is going to be pretty easy to do.
Because it's not like there's any... There's no resistance there.
I'm telling you, this is blowing my mind.
There,
and it shouldn't be blowing my mind, but it's blowing my mind. Because the let me just see something. If we take, I want to take Apple. We'll do it Apple. Watch this, folks. If you're watching Tiger TV, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to put up the sells. Okay, so here we go. What you're looking at right now is this. Now, you get a picture of something. If you sell 1,000 shares at a time, and the way that all the execution platforms are set up now anyway, okay, is that, you're always putting a bunch out, but you're having a bunch behind it. You know what I mean?
That's
so
right.
You don't really know, the bid and alpha, there's still folks out there say if you have, they call it level 2 or something, you think you can see something. You can't see anything, folks, because everything's hidden.
Yeah.
But what you're looking at here, and this is what's dramatic, is this. You're looking at cells that are 4,000, 5,000 at a time. And, of course, every one of those are $2 million at a time.
That's
okay?
right.
That's insane. That's insane.
Actually, it's beautiful, though.
And, no, it is. It is. And so you can see the amount of juice being pushed out. And it's big. It's big. I mean, if you're looking at this, it's big. Look, and it's consistent.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. It's a mutual fund saying.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, absolutely time to lighten up here.
Thank you, God. Get a nice bump up. Let me move some more Apple out. Imagine you moving $2 million at a time.
Oh, yeah, I can. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty intense. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. If we go over a nice, if you FCX, Freeport McMoran, folks. If you take a look at this, we had this in the gold report. We had just got it, and I just moved it out this morning.
Oh, man, look at that. What a nice trade you had there.
And if you're in that, folks, okay, you should be moving that out. It finished the ABC up, did everything it's supposed to do. It's going into the downdraft out there of August 8th, and then you'll get a pullback out of this. But
you are the gold man, baby. You got the gold touch. I love it.
This thing is a nice trading stock.
Yeah.
You stay right there, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We're going to be right back, and we get about another 20 minutes for the Qs to be flat.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments and Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Put the power of the Chapman Wave methodology to work for you. No matter what market you trade, what time frame you trade in, or your trading style, the Opening Call, Basil Chapman's daily market newsletter, is bursting with the information and trades you need to become a more successful trader.
I've been using Basil Chapman's Chapman Wave methodology for several years now. His Chapman Wave can be used for any time period for not only equities, but futures, currencies, commodities. I've been also a subscriber of his Opening Call, which I find an invaluable tool to help me analyze the potential of the market each day. He gives you opportunities to go short and long. It includes recommendations on, I strongly recommend people using the Chapman Wave, and I'm very strongly support the use of his Opening Call.
To find out more about Basil Chapman and his Chapman Wave methodology, and to get your 2-week free trial of the Opening Call, a $64 value, visit TFNN.com today.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650, but you get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you know, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Crocodile Gold. For more information, just click the Crocodile Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Steve Rhodes, Tom O'Brien. We get the Dow up 226, NASDAQ up 49, S&P's up 25. You get gold up 4, bonds are down 1.5, and King Dollar is down $1. So King Dollar is going to get back inside this 75. Well, I'd like to see it at 76. But let's go take a look at that right now. So we got down to, well, we're down at the lows. We're at 75.38. You did 25,000 contracts. It's going to be interesting. See if we can make that charge out here today. Because what you have is that you're right at the level, folks, where they trashed it, no doubt. But you're also right at the level that it can be at 75.50. And that's all it really has to get into today, you know, by the way. You get 75.50 and you can get higher. So,
yeah. Well, you know, look, the European markets, the Asian markets are going to be looking to the U.S. in the way that we traded. Even if we only finish up a couple hundred points, they're probably not going to like that.
No.
Only being up just 2%.
Well,
you know.
That's right. And if the
there won't be a whole lot of confidence in just being up a couple percent.
Well,
I think.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. The bottom line is that on a market like this, we should be up big time.
Yeah, because you've got different thought processes. Some folks have thought processes, you know, are okay. So if they're floating out a ton of euros out there, you know, they're going to take money out of their markets, put it in the U.S. markets, you know, and that's certainly not.
Well, if we're going to talk on the fundamental deal, right?
Yeah.
They don't even have the money. I mean, you're talking
That's
about
right.
politicians
That's
saying
right.
that I'm coming up with that kind of bread, okay, but there's no plan to come up with it. I mean, you know, so the markets will basically sniff that out, you know, but we got to deal with this in between it. No, exactly.
Oh, no, for sure.
There's no doubt about it. You know. Let's get to Marie in Erie, Pennsylvania. Hey, Marie, what's going on?
Hi.
How are you today?
Oh, we're doing fine, even though they're talking about snow.
They're talking
in
about
Pennsylvania.
Snow. Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
bless your heart.
We talk about snow down in Florida too.
I'm sure, like snow cones and things like that.
Snowbirds. Snowbirds, come on down.
The snowbirds are coming down. That's right.
But I wanted to get your comments on LNG. I sold part of my position yesterday when it gapped up.
Yeah, that was quite a gap. Let's take a look at it. You got LNG. This is a energy company, liquefied the natural gas. The low's 312. The high's 1281. Okay, so let's see.
So you only sold a portion of your position.
That's right.
Okay.
Well, you know, as long as you put a stop in somewhere. I mean, the stock got killed, no doubt. It went from, what, $12 down to
$3 something.
Yeah. Did you write it down too, or did it get?
Well, I had picked it up around 7.
Oh, good for you. Cool.
And so I had thought that it could get down to the lows of around 5, but I was gunning for the
for that 1280, probably that 1281 high volume bar that you had out there.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. So I figured I might take a little grief. I didn't expect it to go down to 3, but.
But you got a great pop. It was a nice way to wake up yesterday morning.
Oh my goodness! I was kind of shocked. I didn't expect it to pop like that and with such volume.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think they made a deal, or is it a takeover? What was it? It was.
They're selling their product.
Okay.
And so I guess it looks real promising for them. And so I wasn't sure whether to see if this continues to do an ABC up higher, or is this just a one pop deal?
Well, no, you could get, what I would do is this. I would actually put more in to sell somewhere up at that 1280 price point.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, because it moves so fast.
Exactly. And if you have the sell in there, then your probability of getting it. You can see the way this trades, folks, is pretty bizarre. The stock went from 750 up to 1281 in 2 days, and then 10 days later it was back to 750. 14 days later.
Yeah, and the problem here is that, this thing could come back to this last breakout area, which is $6.41, which is where we'd be looking to buy it. But you wouldn't want to take that kind of pressure all the way down.
No, you wouldn't, no doubt.
Now, would you put your sell as the low of yesterday, or, a stop?
If you were going to do that, I would just sell more.
Yeah, that's kind of why I was.
Yeah, because you're looking. That's a 20. You'd be taking a 20% haircut there, and you've been provided a nice gift, if you will.
Exactly.
Okay, so if I want to, I sold part yesterday to take advantage of the gift I got.
Right.
And then now I'm trying to figure out, what is my expectation? I figured we should be able to go over the high of July 25th. There's not much volume there. And that's we're very close at 1135, and so that's why I was gunning for the 1281 in May.
I guess what the difference is that you do have, you see how when it first went from $7 in May up to that $12.
Mm-hmm.
That's your supply line. You have a lot of people in a bad position still. And they're just selling, trying to get even right now.
Yeah, well, that's why I figured all the selling yesterday when it popped up.
Yeah, and there's still more of it there, even though that looks beautiful. You can see down at the lows there was no one buying, at the highs everyone was buying, and there's still folks that are trapped into, not that bad a position now, 10 or 15%. But
so here's possibly another way for you to maybe look at it. You're in the stock right now, and you're saying that what you think you can get out of it is what, another $2?
Yeah, easy.
Okay,
yeah.
So $2. So then you come back maybe just into a 10-minute chart and say, okay, well, where can this thing pull back to? Where are some logical areas? Can pull back a lot further, but logical areas might be just simply a 618 retracement of of yesterday's bars. So that would pull you back in the $9.39 area. Well, what else is there? Well, the last time other than at the open that you had any kind of real volume in it was at 1230, and the low on that was 952. So you got 939 as a 618, 952 in your trade. So you're right now it's about $1.10 risk to make $2.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense for you, then okay, then get your stop somewhere underneath 939, something like that. But I would do the math that way, and when all of a sudden it doesn't make sense for you, that reward to risk, then take your money off the table.
Okay.
Okay?
Well, thank you so much.
You bet. Thanks for calling.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. We get the Dow up 229, Nasdaq at 52, S&P's up 26. You stay right there, folks. Steve and I are going to be coming right back.
As Tom says, go long America. Now you can join TFNN and Barnes & Noble to keep money in your community. Purchase Tom's best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, before October 31st from your local Barnes & Noble store. And you will be given access to not just one, but 2 exceptional archived courses. Tiger Scaling, the Tiger Butterfly, and Gartley. The Art of Timing the Trade is more than just a book. It's an educational journey that will help you understand the Wall Street greed cycle and learn how to recognize profit from genuine price moves. So, for the cost of just under $30, you will receive in excess of $300 in trading education from Tom O'Brien, TFNN, and Barnes & Noble. And you will be helping to support an important local business, your local bookstore. If you do not have a Barnes & Noble in your community, then go to your local bookstore. We'll be sure to work with them to keep your purchase local. So let's support our local businesses. Keep money in your community and get a great education. But be sure to act now, because you only have until October 31st to take advantage of this opportunity. Go to the front page of TFNN.com for details.
Are you looking for some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Would you like to discover the next great tech stock? David White, TFNN's technology guru, has just launched his new newsletter, The Technology Insider. In his newsletter, David will be looking for those shining stars that may turn into the next Apple, Microsoft, or Cisco. David combines his technology background as a software programmer with his market skills as a successful professional trader to give you this unique newsletter. We're on the verge of the next great tech run. With the Technology Insider, you'll be in front of the run-up and not lagging behind. David is developing a long-term investment portfolio, therefore we're only offering the Technology Insider as an annual subscription with a remarkable price of only $395. That's right, for a little over $1 a day, you'll receive the fundamental technology wisdom and technical trading skills of the Technology Insider David White. What are you waiting for? Go to the front of TFNN.com, click on the link on the front page, sign up for your 2-week free trial, and become a Technology Insider today. Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin's Burnstone mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York stock exchanges under the symbol GBG.
This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. And, folks, don't forget, if you do have subscriptions or services at TFNN right now or want some in the future, we have the Tiger Dollar promotion going on. That's for 2 more days. We'll match 30% of what you're buying out there. You know, you buy $250, you get $325 that you can use with, that's unlimited.
And you get your Gartley butterfly.
That's right.
You know, so right there, you know, that's worth $150. And
right.
It's just a it's a really good deal.
It absolutely is. Let's go to Ken in Sarasota. Hey, Ken, what's going on?
Hi, how are you?
Doing great, man. How you been?
Good. Listen, I had a question about FCX. I was wondering why you were selling it today. Could you run through that, please?
Well, now do you get the gold report?
Off and on. I don't have it currently.
Okay, so we got into it because it was an ABC structure on the way up. It finished the ABC on the way up, right? You know, bingo, right into it, right? Now, what I was expecting, which it's doing, is that when you look at FCX, you go over to the other side of August 8th. Now, August 8th, you downdraft, okay? That is a monster supply line. That supply line is just absolutely huge, and that'll stop it right in its tracks. I suspect, you know, and what ends up happening, and when you're up 20, 25% in 8 or 9 days, you take it. But when you finish an ABC structure on the way up or the way down, it does something other than continue the same way.
That's right.
So, you know, with FCX, I expect, you know, you're going to pull back down, you know, you're 42, it'll pull back down to 35 again. That'll take a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks in order to do that. So that's how that baby's set up. So if you pull back, if we pull back FCX and you put it on a weekly, you know, the expansion contractions on FCX are absolutely insane. You know, this stock went from $60 straight down to 28.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's not in that great a shape. But what it is that, and a lot of the golds, by the way, folks, are like this. This is gold and copper, but a lot of them are like this. But what will happen is that the next year, you'll have expansion and contractions of about 30% very quickly.
Yeah.
You know, I don't expect, you're not going to see this back to the highs, number one. You know, up at this area is going to be big flat. The reason being because everyone has lost money since October of 2010 in this equity.
And like our markets, and you know, like the indexes, you've got some volume down there at the low on that week.
Oh, you do?
You know, at October 7th.
Yeah.
So
well, it's, you know, it's got to prove itself, man.
That's right.
You know, and so that's the whole setup there. If we go over to the copper market, well, actually, let's go. There's another one that we didn't get that is nice setup too, and it's SCCO, which is Southern Copper. You can see Southern Copper already gave it up. Southern Copper opened at 32.86. It's going smack into that same, you know, selling area.
Right.
In this case, it's June, and it's going to give it up. And keep it on your radar, though, because Southern Copper is actually a buy at $26, and you're at 31.45 right now. And that Southern Copper is the largest copper company in the world. You know, so there's a setup there. Let's go to Apple. So Apple, you know, we were talking about, folks, you had the first leg down. It came into the gap. Now this is important to watch what Apple's doing, because Apple's going to, you know, run the Qs and run the NDX. So what Apple did is this: you got down to 401.89. You just finished a counter trend bounce on the way up, and it's going to be how you come back and hit this 401 on the 10-minute. First time down, we hit it with 634,000.
Yeah.
And you know, we'll see how we hit it again.
Going into 475,000.
That's right. That's right. And the selling is, when I just pull this up right now, what you can see is that there's no big sells right now. And you're looking at one, that just means 100. When you look over there, though, at 420, that's 4,200 shares that got pushed out. Now, that got pushed out, you know, only a minute ago.
That's right.
Those are the ones that will destroy Apple, folks.
Yeah.
You stay right there. Steve's going to be staying with you 11 to 12. Then we're going up to Newton. Basil's going to be doing the Futures Hour for Larry. Back to California, 3 to 4, Steve, with Ken Shreve, and then 4 to 6. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one. Thanks for being here.
See you in a few minutes.